Welcome back to another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. Once again, it's your boy Kier the Critic, and today in the studio we've got recording artist, singer, songwriter, rapper. What else do you do, man? We got Mr. The Philharmonic. How you doing today, man?
Good. How are you, Kier?
Good, man. It's good to have you on the show, man. Definitely somebody who, obviously, we had you do our mixer for our film festival, which was great, and you just kind of just blew up after that, man. So it was just like, wow, man. So the first thing I wanted to get into was just kind of like how you got into music. What was your passion to get into music?
Well, at first it wasn't exactly a passion. My mom saw a gift at a very, very young age. She took me to a concert when I was post-toddler, and I came home from that concert and started playing the melody without having any prior background in music. And she said, yeah, this kid's got a gift. I'm going to start putting him in lessons. It felt like a discipline at first.
Right.
And so, it felt like...
I was told I could be anything that I wanted to be. Well, God said you can't make money if fulfill your dreams. But if you look at the people that are better than me, trying to find a way around this power scheme. What's it all mean? 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 Get up, go to work, go to sleep and repeat. You can't see too many knees working hard like machines. Broken heart, torn apart, making sure you're closed off and avoid getting hurt to preserve your self-worth. What's it all mean? What's it all mean? What's it all mean? What's it all mean? What's it all?
Homework and
Felt like work, right?
Yeah, I don't want to eat my vegetables.
Right.
So for 6 years, I started learning classical piano from 6 to 12. We couldn't afford it, but my mom wanted me to continue the discipline. So I picked up the violin in middle school and high school, and I still kept my piano skills. And that's where I found a production class in high school, and that's where my journey started with the love of music, when I found out that I could make my own music.
Very cool. And so you play your class, you train on piano. You also play the violin?
Yes.
And any other musical instruments? Or
I play guitar. I'm okay at it.
Okay. When did you know you had a kind of a voice for singing? Because you started as a rapper, if I'm not mistaken. Is that, or did you start? Were you doing both at the same time?
I was doing both at the same time. My mom had me in a lot of things, whether it was music or sports. She also had me in the community choir, and my mom was in the Singing Angels, and so she had a lot of musical singing background, and so a lot of that was passed down on to me, and so I have that natural talent.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
So then to kind of transition, so I know for those that don't know what the NPR Tiny Desk concert was, which you actually won, can you share a little bit of light on exactly what that's all about?
So NPR's Tiny Desk was started in 2009 with Bob Boilen. I get mixed up with Bob Boilen and Bob Balin over at at the Midtown Church. Bob Boilen, he started the series over at NPR to showcase and create a library for all of our country's talent in the realm of music, and showcasing him behind the Tiny Desk. But 10 years ago, he wanted to create a contest that showcased unheard of talent to give independent artists a chance to really blossom on a national stage.
Right.
And so you got to see people like Tank and the Bangers, Fantastic Negrito,
Right.
And many others really have their beginnings into the national stage from the NPR's Tiny Desk. And so this, for me, because of its accolades, I knew that bridging my legacy from the local to the national stage.
Right, just taking that next step.
Yeah, this was, I felt, for me, the only way that I saw fit for
sure.
me to make it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you won it.
Yeah.
And it was out of how many artists that competed or entered the contest?
7,000 entries.
That's a lot of entries, man. And that's all from all over the country, all over California, or where did they find all the artists?
All over the country, from sea to shining sea. Like, that's what amazed me about it.
That's crazy, man. I don't even know if I know 7,000 artists. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
So that's pretty amazing in itself, man, that you beat out 7,000 artists to win that, man. And how has your journey been since winning it? I mean, yeah, I know there's been concerts and things of this nature, but what is your journey after winning it?
I mean, the first thing we did after winning it, it was a very surreal moment when Bobby Carter called me, which he's the host producer for NPR. He called me and told me about the win. I mean, it was such a surreal moment. I had my bandmates with me at my house, and it was just this feeling of excitement because I had a really, really rough year prior to winning it. And so, I was about to give up, and this moment came through, and it felt like relief. It felt euphoric. It felt just like everything was coming together, and I just needed just that seed for me to continue.
To continue your passion and
Exactly.
continue that growth. Yeah,
exactly. And
sometimes that's all you need, man. Sometimes you just got to keep plugging away until you finally break through. Because I'm sure, as you know, the entertainment industry, man, it's not an easy industry to make it big in. So, very few of any of us, I'm in entertainment as well, it can make it to that next level. So, but you're somebody that definitely is on that path, man. So and my hat's off to you, man. That's just great stuff for
Thank
sure.
you.
Absolutely. So I know you been touring and kind of been going around and things of this nature locally, but I know that you have a concert coming up here in the next week, right?
Yeah, August 8th at Harlow's. I'm going to be previewing the album that has basically made it for me to be on NPR and for me to win American Songwriter. This is the album that did it all for me. And so it's a 1-year anniversary of me releasing that album, which I released it on July 28th of 2023. And so we're going to preview that back at Harlow's. I have 3 openers. I have Shower Breakfast, Lab Rats, and Bayokio.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, man. I saw the Lab Rats. They were with you at the other concert down last month downtown. I can't think of where it was at, but we'll be at that one as well next week also. So yeah, I always love to support local artists, local talent, man. So man, I just like kind of what you're doing, man. I think it's great. I think it's great for the community. The songs you write, I mean, I know the one that you won for the NPR, but your favorite song of mine personally is the "Pay Me" part. I can't go into the full expression of the lyrics, but what was your inspiration behind that song, the "Pay Me" song?
I wasn't getting paid enough. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
And I mean, like I've heard the saying that the premise of why I made that song a lot in pop culture and especially just in a lot of circles.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, why hasn't anybody made this into a song and made this the actual thesis of the song?
Yeah, so that was the first song I came to know you by, man. I was like, man, this is kind of an anthem, man. I kind of like it. I can use it in my own life. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a real, like, it's an uplifting song, even though it's got some profanity and vulgarity in the title, but it's a real passion piece song. You know what I mean? So my hat's off to you for writing that. And so you do all your own songwriting then as well?
Yeah, I produce all my own music, all the instrumentation. I do it all in my own studio.
Very cool. So what's next for you?
Continuing on my path and continuing to make music and seeing where this journey leads me. As long as I do the work, I know that the path ahead will lead me to where I need to go.
Oh, absolutely, man. I believe 100%, man. You just keep doing what you're doing, man. And like I said, I love your music, man. We having you at our festival a couple months ago was great, man. Everybody loved it, man, and just loved the energy and just seeing you rock the crowd, man. And definitely looking forward to seeing you here next week down at Harlow's as well. So.
Well, yeah, it'll be good seeing you in the crowd, man.
Yeah, man. I'll be there, man, for sure. You'll see me. You'll see me. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, they want to reach out to you, they want to get you for a concert or a gig or something like that, what's the best way they can connect with you?
Instagram is usually where I do all of my business, even my emails, and all of my contact information is on that because that's where everybody's finding me right now.
Right,
so
yes, at the Philharmonic.
I just try to consolidate all of my contact there.
Yeah, it gets a little busy trying to go to multiple different places for sure. I totally get it. Well, I appreciate having you on the show, man. Like I said, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep shining, man. And I definitely believe that you're somebody that, you know, a few years from now, we're going to be looking at and be like, man, we knew that dude. He was in Sacramento. So, man, greatly appreciate having you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely,
me.
man. Yeah, man. All love, man.
Yeah.